has been a crazy few months. I know I haven't been on here. I started back up at my regular day job. Summer break's over. I have been doing art walks and art festivals, and this Sunday I'm going to be hosting my very first paint and sip watercolor class, wine and watercolor class, or wine and watercolor workshop. I'm really excited because I am just looking forward to cultivating that warm, friendly environment, and it will be a little different than your typical acrylic paint and sip paint by numbers situation, because we will be walking through 3, maybe even up to 5 if time allows, different card designs. And then I'm also going to open it up that people can really make as many cards as they want. I don't want people to feel limited on just 3 cards, so they're going to be able to take home cards, envelopes, and then even I'm going to create some gift bag tags for my guests, so that really when we kick off the holiday season, they will be ready and prepared and have adorable handmade cards ready for their loved ones. But I've been incredibly busy. Like I said, I've been doing art fairs, art walks, all of the things, and my studio is a hot mess. So I'm just taking a few minutes this morning before I have to go to my day job to declutter, put some things away, and let the dust settle a little bit so that I can continue making adorable Christmas cards and getting ready for my next event, which will mostly be showcasing my Christmas card collection. And it's going to be super fun because it's going to be at a downtown location where they're going to be doing their tree lighting ceremony. And so a lot of the patrons there are going to be in the holiday spirit. They're going to be ready to kick off their holiday shopping. And hopefully they'll also just be inspired to buy some of the cards that I'm creating. But these are the cards I'm doing for my watercolor workshop. So we're going to be doing 3 designs. 1, 2, 3, and then I have some adorable light bulb designs as well. And then also I'm just making lots of cards, lots of ideas, and I'm just going and going and going. The biggest thing I've taken away from working with students and coaching them in art and also working with teachers is that the biggest thing that I need to do, and the thing that I encourage students to do as well, is just trust yourself. And I feel like over the last few months, I've just been trusting myself more and more and more, and I'm not sitting there thinking about what should I do next or what's the best way to do X, Y, and Z. I'm actually just pouring a lot of my time, tension, and energy into the present moment and just thinking about what can I do right now? What can I paint? And just trusting that I'm going to produce something beautiful. This trust has, and I know the more and more that I trust myself, the more I put my pen to paper, my paintbrush to paper, and I'm really just trusting the process and trusting my hand and trusting my eye and just being in that moment, the more beautiful and wonderful paintings that I can kind of birth into this reality and share with you guys. So if you take away anything from today's video, is I hope that you guys can trust yourself. Trust yourself that you're making the right decisions. Trust yourself. And it's so funny because for my son's birthday, I put out this big piece of brown packaging paper, or butcher paper kind of thing, and I wrote his name really big in bubble letters, and I brought oil pastels, and I brought crayons, and I brought markers so that people could sit down and while we were chatting, just draw something in, fill something in. And it's interesting to me how much resistance adults have in creating. How many times they've been told, growing up and just through, they just are so worried about comparing themselves to other people that they don't even want to try and just have fun just for the sake of the experience. And if that's you, just like I said, just trust yourself. You can't mess up an art. There's no mistakes. There's only learning. Getting 1% better is the goal. And maybe it's not even a goal. Maybe the goal is literally just have fun and let loose. I feel like that should be the first step when we're creating, is just have some fun. And we don't have to be so serious. I just shared on my Instagram someone else's post, but they said the most spiritual thing that people can do sometimes is just have fun. And I honestly truly believe that when we're tapped in and grounded and playful, we're tapped into that inner child and we're just playing with the art supplies and we're not trying to be so serious. And obviously these are adorable. I love making adorable and cute things. And And some of these designs I made 5, 6, 7 times, but I wasn't worried about making a mistake any of the times because I was like, yeah, I can just start again. I'll just keep making it until I like the way it looks. But I wasn't allowing the fear of making a mistake block me from even getting started. So this is your mad ramblings from an artist. I am going to get back to cleaning up because I only have a little bit more time before I get to go inspire more young creators and young artists and hopefully get them comfortable creating artwork and just expressing themselves in whatever way they feel confident. Art should be fun, end of story. And the best gift we can give ourselves really is that joy, but also to trust ourselves that we're going to make the right decision. I think sometimes we lose that in school because we are always looking for guidance from our teachers and adults. And then when we become the adults, we still are a little bit shaken, a little bit unsure, and a little bit like wobbly in our footing. And the more we can just tap in, tune in to our inner self, our inner, our inner guidance, that is the key to trusting yourself, trusting that the right path will unfold. So a lot of things are unfolding for me. I'm going to try to share that journey with you guys here. If you like that, if you like these just random ramblings, awesome. I am just sharing with you a little piece of my journey, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Oh, yeah, my name's Jessica Darling. Subscribe and